trial, 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 trial,
What's up? Oh my god, this
trial,
fucking Jesus.
trial,
Trial. Say something.
trial,
I can't hear you guys. All I hear is
trial,
all I hear is trial. You get this robotic voice that keeps saying trial, trial.
trial,
How about now?
There you are.
Okay. What? Try.
Kept saying trial, trial.
Numbers on the show.
Hey, we can. You don't have to say it. We can say it on here. We just can't say it on the actual show. Oh my god.
All right.
Okay.
You ready?
Make sure you don't click on his name like I did last.
Yeah, we're not going to click
Are we?
on that so that it's
Do I
not
need to
stick.
get? Do I need to get Audacity up?
Yes. Yes, you do.
Are you ready to talk about fighting games, Tiger?
Where does it ever be?
Sorry, make a note real quick.
By the way, Soul Calibur,
Mm-hmm.
fucking awesome.
Cool.
Probably like my favorite.
I've never
Alright,
played
good.
Soul Calibur, but I've
Bring that
heard
up.
about it. I've heard great things about it.
Soul Calibur 2 is like one of the best. In my opinion.
Can you turn it up?
What happened to your audio there, Tiger? You just got super quiet.
I don't know.
I think you just turned him down, Dad.
No, I turned them up over here. This is up all the way.
I just opened Audacity.
Oh,
Whoa.
there. It kicked back in there. Sounded like it was just a weird connection or something.
Weird.
Always something going wrong.
Yep.
All right, you ready to record on Audacity?
Yep.
We'll just hit record and then take a 5-second pause, and then I'll bring in the segment if that works for you.
Yeah.
The whole little clap thing we tried last week didn't do any good.
Okay.
So as long as we got a little bit of space at the beginning of both of them, it wasn't that hard to line them up last week.
Okay.
You ready, Lane?
I was making a list real quick.
Well,
Excuse
we'll
me.
wait for making list.
Why is it? Oh, because I made 3 on my note. I can't press return and have it as.
All right, we ready?
So look, Dad. When I try to put 3 and I press enter, or even when I press 2, it goes down to 4. That is stupid. I know my list
Crazy.
anyways.
All right, good. All right, hit record. 5-second pause. Ready, go. All right, here we go. Ready to talk about fighting games? We got our good buddy Brian Taggart back with us. What's up, man?
Hey, not much.
How you been since last week?
Oh, same old, same old.
Yeah. No crazy things happened to you since we spoke last?
Not that I can think of.
Well, all right.
We got a bunch of snow.
How much snow you got there?
Let's see about. I think the weather said like 5 inches, and then we got a bunch of ice underneath it. And
Yeah. That's what we got. I think about what we got here, too.
It's like exactly what we got. So.
Yep. We're sledding.
We are going.
You went sledding with us last time. Come out and go sledding with us if you want.
when you going?
Probably soon after we finish this.
Cool. Hopefully, I don't get my car stuck again.
Oh, you got your car stuck last time, didn't you?
Yeah. Noah still laughs about it.
And so do I, apparently. I forgot all about that.
Yeah, some random dude came by and helped me push it out. It's like,
That's
okay,
right.
thanks.
That's pretty cool. Oh, God, what happened?
What is happening?
I don't know.
What?
You guys, his voice
What
has
is
got all.
happening?
Hold on.
Ah! I'm hearing
Oh,
myself.
God.
Ah.
Something I clicked on 20 minutes ago that didn't play just started playing. On our
Gotta-
headphones.
Gotta
Really,
love
really
Windows.
Oh, my God. That was
Oh my God. All I hear is, "What's up, everybody?"
All right. Cool. That was insane. Anyway,
Oh my.
so let's get to it. Fighting games is our topic of discussion today. All three of us are, we're pretty big into fighting games. I don't think we're like the biggest fighting game fan in the world, but I thought it'd be something fun to talk about right now.
Yeah.
Sure.
So let's start at the very beginning for each one of us. Let's start with Taggart. Taggart, what is your earliest video game fighting game memory? Where did you start out?
Probably Street Fighter 2
Okay. Was that on
arcade
arcade or at home?
at home.
Okay.
I bought it for Super Nintendo, yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha. And that would have been just regular old Street Fighter 2
Turbo.
Not ultra.
Turbo.
Whatever.
Okay. 'Cause there's
And then I got
5 different ones there.
Super Street Fighter Turbo that had the 4 new characters like
Yeah.
T-Hawk and
Yeah.
Which one?
So did you have any arcade experience with fighting games like way back when?
a little. We didn't have very many arcades where I lived.
Okay. Gotcha.
Um,
All right, Lane,
if at
how about
all.
you? What's, if at all? That sucks.
Probably my first memory is probably the Simpsons arcade game.
No, not arcade, fighting game.
Yeah, that was a fighting game also. It's technically a fighting game.
What? No. The
Yeah.
Simpsons arcade game is.
Yeah, it was.
That's a side scroller, dude.
Yeah, that's a beat 'em up
Well,
or something.
I
but that's not a
can't.
fighting
I don't know.
game.
My first one is.
We're talking Street Fighter, Soul Calibur, Mortal Kombat.
I can't think of what my first one is.
Probably Mortal Kombat. Growing up in
Probably-
this household, I would
Yeah,
assume
it's
that yours was
probably-
probably Mortal Kombat.
My first one that I mainly got into was MK9.
Okay.
MK9 was like the main one on PS3 that we played.
Okay.
And I wasn't really allowed to play it, but we still played it
Yeah.
anyways. But
Gotcha.
Yeah, I played Mortal Kombat a lot in the day.
Yeah.
but like MKX is when like I actually started getting into it and got good at it. I can actually like go against people.
Wait, hold on. When did you get good at it?
I've been good at Mortal Kombat for a little while.
Oh, we're gonna play some here in a minute.
You better not be playing like stupid Fair Tour or something like that.
We should live stream some Mortal Kombat. That would be fun.
That sounds amazing.
All right, Tiger, you need to buy that game. Get Mortal Kombat X on the PlayStation.
Yeah, it's like $5.
You should have bought it during.
Is it
Christmas
$5?
time. It was during Christmas time. I spent like $4 on it.
Yeah. So easy.
So I guess Mortal Kombat is where I'll go next because my earliest
Like one.
memories was Mortal Kombat 1 in the arcade before it even came out on the home consoles. And
Which
that
was NES, right? That was the first one.
It came out on Super Nintendo and Sega Genesis is where the first Mortal Kombat
Oh.
game came out. The Super Nintendo version didn't have any blood on it. It was stupid.
And then, but you had it on Sega Genesis.
On
That
Sega
had
Genesis is where I
blood
had it.
code.
And there was a blood code that you entered that gave you blood,
which
was
was
pretty cool.
them dumb court people.
So I remember like back like before it came out for consoles, being in the arcade, we would go to like Kings Island because Kings Island, I had Kings Island Pass when I was a kid, and they had a huge arcade in there and that had like multiple Mortal Kombat machines, and they had them like back to back to each other, basically like four of them all in a row. So like this whole area was like occupied by kids playing Mortal Kombat. And the winner would always stay in, and like people would be cheering, and like it was like a big ordeal. And like you'd get in there and beat the guy, and like you're like a superstar for like beating the person. If you pulled off a fatality, like everybody would like, oh my god, that's nuts. So that was super cool. I'm glad that I got to experience the game like that. And then since Mortal Kombat came to consoles, I've bought every single one of them. So what else? So that's where we started.
Like, have you like bought like all of the like the Sub-Zeros and all of those?
There's not a single Mortal. I don't think there is one single Mortal Kombat release that I have not bought on day one, including the Sub-Zero mythologies and the branch off games like that as well.
Deception was fun.
Yep. Hell yeah, what? Heck yeah, it was.
What was it?
We'll get to a little bit more.
What was it
Mortal Kombat here in
called?
a
Like in
little bit.
France or whatever, that they had to change it because it meant like dumb or something.
Yeah.
It meant like disappointment.
Yeah.
It's what deception means, like France or something like that, and they changed the name.
Yeah. We learned that yesterday.
Yeah.
So back so like the early console days for fighting games, like on the Genesis, like you said, Street Fighter. One of the ones that I had on my Genesis, I'm not sure that it was on Super Nintendo, was Eternal Champions. Did you ever play that one?
Sounds familiar, but I never played it.
Okay. It was
Is Punch Out a fighting game?
Punch Out's
That
kind of
counts
a fighting game,
that a
I guess.
boxing
I mean, it's a
game?
boxing
Okay.
game, yeah.
Technically, okay.
Yeah. Eternal Champions was cool. It was, like the graphics on that for its time at 16-bit on the Genesis, the graphics I thought like they blew me away. They were so good. And they went a little bit differently than Mortal Kombat. Like not every person had like a way to kill the other person fatality wise, but every stage had a stage fatality where like Mortal Kombat had like the pit, and it was like that was basically the only stage fatality when they got started.
The coolest.
But Eternal Champions, like every single one had its own little stage fatality, which was really cool. What else back then? What else was there on that generation of consoles?
Ninja Turtles Tournament Fighters was awesome
Oh
too.
yeah, that was a great game too. I forgot about that.
I rented it a lot for Super Nintendo from the video store, but I don't think I ever owned it.
I owned that one on Genesis. I forgot about that one.
I rented that game a lot.
In like the 90s and 80s, apparently you own like everything Ninja Turtles. Like anytime that we say something about Ninja Turtles, you're like, yeah, I owned that as a kid.
Yeah, I mean, I
Like
had
that-
all the
like
Ninja
that
Turtle games when I was a
soundtrack,
kid, for sure.
Like that like WAP soundtrack or whatever the
Yeah.
Ninja Turtles had. You're like, yeah, I had that as a kid. I got that for
Yep.
Christmas.
Coming out
It's
of
like-
their shells, Ninja Turtles, Pizza Hut cassette tape. I had that when I was a kid. That is what ruined Santa Claus for me. Thank you very much. Yeah, Turtles games were awesome back in the day. Just the platformer ones for NES were awesome. The fighting game was cool. Turtles in Time was a cool game.
Oh, I love that game. I had that game.
Yeah, I mean, that's a little off topic, but whatever. Like all the Ninja
You throw the enemies at the screen. That was badass.
Yeah,
was awesome.
I've got the first Ninja Turtles game for the NES that
we
Liz
have
bought
that.
me for
Hardest game of
Christmas.
your
It's
life.
so hard. All of these old games are so hard.
But it's crazy because people like say that like some newer games are like not hard. Just like overall, just like some new games aren't hard. And then you play the old games, they're really hard. And then you play the new games, then you realize that they are also very, very difficult. Just you're used to them.
It's just a different type of game back then compared to what it is now. The whole 3 lives, you're dead and start over thing. Like that's not how games work anymore. Now you just like go back to the last checkpoint, which was 2 minutes ago, and you're fine.
Well, think about like Super Meat Boy. Like that's like the hardest game I've ever played.
Mm-hmm.
I think the controller has a lot to do with it too, because like I'll sit here and play like old school Nintendo games on the Switch online, and then like the controller feels weird now, and it's like I die like all the time.
Gotcha. Yeah, the timing of everything is just so different, and you got to like get used to what it felt like 20 something years ago.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So then, like once it got out of like the Genesis and Super Nintendo era, there was some cool games that started coming out for like the 64-bit era. N64 and PlayStation 1, like that was I think where Soul Calibur started coming in. Killer Instinct was during that time.
I forgot about Killer Instinct. Those games are fun.
Killer Instinct on 64, that was a super cool game. I never owned that one, but I remember going to a friend's house and playing it all the time.
Real quick, I remember we had an arcade at the bowling alley.
Yeah.
We never got up there very often.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, that was fun. Like there was all kinds of places that had like a little arcade to them. Bowling alleys were always had good arcades. Yeah. I had where I grew up, there was a pizza place that we used to get pizza from that was like 3 blocks away from my house. And they always had like 2 or 3 arcades in there, and they would rotate them out every few months. Called? Angelo's Pizza. Yeah, so like when I was a kid, like I loved going and picking up the pizza because I'd sit there and play video games while I waited for them to make the pizza.
What if you were like in the middle of a game?
Oh, I'd finish my game. I always finish my game. Always. I remember playing Shinobi there. Ninja Gaiden I remember playing there. That was fun.
So you want to get into our top 3 now?
The good old days. No, we're not there quite yet. No. So what about Killer Instinct, Soul Calibur, Tekken, I guess would be during that time. Did you guys play any of those?
I played Soul Calibur a lot. Soul Calibur 2.
I think I had Soul Calibur 4, maybe it was. That was a launch game for the 360 because there wasn't very many good 360 launch games. And I think Soul Calibur might have been one that I bought, and I really enjoyed it.
Probably because there was a bunch of Connect launch games for that. Because the Connect came out with that, and they had like...
Connect came out later than the 360 did.
Oh, did it?
Yeah.
I think I had Soul Calibur 2 for the GameCube because it had Link as a special character. Like you could get a special character for each platform.
Nice.
Like Soul Calibur for the PlayStation had the dude from Tekken, and then one of them had like Darth Vader, I think, and one had Link from Zelda.
That's cool.
What console would have Darth Vader?
Oh wait, hold on. No, it wasn't. I was wrong about the launch title one for the 360. It wasn't Soul Calibur. It was DOA, Dead or Alive.
Oh, I've heard of it. I've never played it.
Yeah.
Last round, or
I don't remember which one it was. DOA 4 or 5 or something like that. Yeah, the girls in the game were like very not realistic, and they bounced all over the place a lot.
Oh, that one.
Yeah, that one.
That's our hero remembers that one.
That's the one. Yeah, but it was a really fun. Like I played the crap out of it when I first got my 360. It was a really fun game. What about like Dreamcast type games, like the Capcom versus Street Fighter or stuff like that? Did you ever play any of those on the Dreamcast?
I played one of those at the arcade.
Yeah, okay. I played the Marvel versus Capcom game.
Those are awesome.
Arcades, stuff like
at
that.
my work right now, we also have a couple arcades that we switch out every couple months, and right now we have Capcom versus Street Fighter back there now. I'm terrible at it. I can't.
Yeah.
I got nothing. Let's see. What else then? What else are we missing?
I don't really know. Injustice for like.
Yeah, Injustice definitely
was so fun.
That was so later on, like in the Mortal Kombat world, They made DC versus Mortal Kombat, and
that happened.
And that was pretty cool. I enjoyed that. And then after that, they just decided to start making DC games by themselves, which I thought was a great idea because they're really fun.
Batman says he doesn't kill people and then shoots them with a plane like 40 times. That's like my most memorable thing about Injustice 2 is that like his special move.
Yeah.
Is like that was the first thing we all think of.
Yeah.
Is cool Batman doesn't kill people, but he shoots you and like robs you with a bomb or whatever it was.
Mm-hmm.
Something crazy.
Yeah, I enjoy the Injustice games. They're really good. All right.
I used to have the first one. I guess I traded it in or something.
Gotcha. I think we have 1 and 2.
Yeah,
if I'm not mistaken.
We have the PS3, Injustice: Gods Among Us, and then we have for Xbox Injustice 2.
Gotcha. That is because we are this household, especially me, and the kids are kind of becoming that way too. I'm the biggest Mortal Kombat fanboy there is. So we wanted to also talk about during this segment. Mortal Kombat had a big press conference this weekend to unveil the new Mortal Kombat 11 stuff.
Mortal Kombat 11, the reveal.
Yeah. So holy crap, this game makes the rest of them look like they weren't even like rated M to begin with.
Yes.
You saw Baraka's fatality, right?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, the way when he's like ripping the dude's face off,
like his eyes.
There's the little skin that's like connecting, and it's like pulling away from his face.
If you look at it, when he pulls the first thing of his face off, it's still like wiggling in his hand when he throws it on the ground.
That's so gross.
And then he freaking stabs your brain and pulls it out and eats it. It's just like,
and looks right at the camera when he takes it.
And there's just blood everywhere.
Brain.
Oh my god.
So needless to say, I am extremely excited about Mortal Kombat 11.
And that,
the cover.
Yeah, well, that's my thing with the cover though. Is like I love it. I think it is fantastic artwork, and it looks so cool. I just don't want Scorpion on the cover again. That's all.
So the steelbook is just the logo. The steelbook is just
Does
the Mortal Kombat logo.
Come with the $100 one?
I don't know
because I think that's what I'm going to get is the $100 one.
Yeah.
It comes. With
I'm biased. I like he's my favorite character in that game.
Yeah. I mean, if he's your favorite character, then that's great. Like Tyler, that's his favorite character. So he's been on the cover a couple times already. Put somebody else on.
But Baraka's on that cover. That'd be so awesome.
Yeah. So I like how on this one, like they got rid of the X-rays and there's like new ways.
Fatal blows. The fatal blows look so cool.
It's very cool. They changed even the way that the the health bars on the screen look. Like there's one across the top as normal, but then there's down in the left-hand corner. There's two different bars
defense
there.
And there's 2 attack. So it's when you do certain moves, it gets rid of your like attack ones. So like Baraka has a little thing where he scrapes both of his blades and like a little like ball thing comes out of like flame, and that goes to the bar. But then it charges really quickly, and he's able to do it again. So if you don't, so that kind of makes it so you can't spam so much.
Yeah.
So then Tyler can't spam one move over and over again.
Oh, you do that. So everybody does that. So
I don't do that with my character as much as Tyler does that with freaking Scorpion.
Tyler's good with Scorpion though.
It's annoying.
But even when somebody is mashing buttons, if you're good enough at the game, then you can be able to figure out how to have a defense for somebody just smashing the buttons.
But that guy, what's his name? Glad? I can't think of how to say his name.
Yeah.
But he's like a Saiyan guy, and oh my god, is his one of his fatalities is awesome. The beginning isn't the coolest. He teleports, just punches you again, and like uppercuts you. And then he teleports behind you and like does like a hand hit, and like your brain and the top of your face comes out like in a line. So it's oh my god.
Yeah.
Scarlet.
Violence to a whole new level on this one. Like seriously, it's I don't know. It's crazy.
Yeah.
But it's cool.
Don't tell Mom about this one.
Yeah. So
we don't tell her about this
She's
one.
not big into Mortal Kombat, never has been. And it just keeps getting more graphic and more
just keeps getting more and more worse.
So whatever. She's a good sport about it though. Like at least she's not like, you guys can't play this. Although we did, and I shouldn't mock her in that kind of voice, but like there was a while where I think you guys weren't allowed to play
Mortal Kombat X when you guys first bought it. I was not allowed to be in the same room. And then there was like one time where you just like let me play. And she was like, "Why are you letting him play?" And then like I just kept playing. Like
Yeah.
we just didn't care. I just
Yeah.
like
I think that was me trying to be accommodating to how she feels about things.
I think it was
But at the end of the
also-
day, I'm like, I've been playing this crap since I was 10 years old.
I think it
so-
was also you being like, if he wants to play it, then I'll play it. But he probably won't like the goal and he won't want to play it. So it's not like he'll
Yeah.
keep asking.
Yeah.
And then I liked it.
Yeah. How
So
can you not?
yeah.
I
But
think it's a lot. I think a lot of it is like you go back to the first Mortal Kombat
Mhm.
and see the fatalities on that, and then you
Yeah.
compare it to now, and it's more cartoonish then than it is now because now it's more realistic. And
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah, the graphics on the fatalities now are
freaking-
like so good.
No freaking turning into scorpions.
Yeah, like it's crazy to think like, you know, about the very
Animality.
first Mortal Kombat game because everybody was complaining about Sub-Zero's fatality, and like you look at it now and it's like it's just a bunch of crappy looking pixels.
Yeah.
But boy, did that really
That
make a lot of
sparked
people
something.
make
Yeah.
people mad. They were really offended
His
by
new
Mortal
one where he
Kombat.
tears off your head, it's awesome. He like pushes you into a bunch of spikes, then whips off your head like downwards with the spine, and then like throws it onto the spikes and like your eye pops out.
I'm gonna have to watch that.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to that game coming out. That'll be a day one purchase for sure. I think I'm gonna pre-order the $100 one so I get all the DLC because I'm gonna get it anyway.
Yeah.
And it'll come with the cool packaging if I do it that way. I think I'm gonna do it from Amazon. Is I think my plan.
Yeah. Not GameStop.
No, not GameStop.
I'm excited about Scarlet. Scarlet was character in MK9.
Yeah, so they showed her.
I didn't
lot
even
at this
know that
reveal
she
event,
existed.
and I did not remember her from MK9.
Yeah.
I mean, there's so many characters; it's hard to.
There were a
remember
lot
them
of characters in MK9.
all if you don't play as them on a regular basis.
Yeah.
Let's go around the room, and since we got on such a Mortal Kombat kick here, favorite characters from the Mortal Kombat series that you like to be, or what? Who's some of your favorites, Taggart?
Scorpion.
Yeah, just Scorpion. That's it. 100% of the time, Scorpion.
Sub-Zero.
Yeah.
Yeah, those two mainly, and then I don't know, like I like Raiden every so often.
hmm
It's kind of
I
cool.
always wanted to get into Raiden. Raiden looked really good in this game.
I never was really able to do much
Yeah.
with Raiden. I guess I never spent enough time being him to really
Yeah.
get that good at it. I played a lot like in the first game, like way back when, but I have not kept
Because
up
there wasn't a
playing
lot
as-
of characters, so you
Yeah.
didn't really have a lot to choose from.
Who's some of your favorites, Lane?
I really like Goro.
Yeah, you're good with Goro.
Goro is really fun to play with. And I can't think of the hat guy's name.
Kung Lao.
Kung Lao. Yes.
Mhm.
He's like probably my favorite
He's awesome too.
Mortal Kombat character ever.
Yeah.
I love him so much.
Yeah, Lane does well with both of those. I can do well with Kung Lao. I've never been able to really do anything with
It's so-
Goro.
so the
I don't like being the bigger, slower guys. That's not my style typically on Mortal Kombat.
But if somebody's tapping, you just go down, up, and you teleport, and you just jump right onto him. Tyler hates that
Yeah.
move so much. It's so fun.
So I go Baraka's probably my all-time favorite. When
Yeah.
he came out in Mortal Kombat 2, I thought he was just the coolest character in the world. And,
Did you see that? Did you see that post I tagged you in about him? They made him an action figure.
I don't know that I did.
I tagged you on Instagram
I'll scroll
a
back
few days
through.
ago.
I think I might have missed that one.
There's this new Baraka move where it's like it's not one of his like fatalities or anything. It's legit. He stabs you like in the chest, and then he just freaking pummels you with his spears over and over again. And you can do it for like 5 seconds, and it depletes your health like crazy.
Nice.
Baraka, I've always done pretty well with some of the females on the game, like Melina,
Katana.
She's not on it anymore, but Lee May was on a couple of the like PS2 era games, and I was always really good with her. I felt. I like the faster ones. I like the girls because they're typically way faster. They don't deal out as much damage, but I like to have the quickness.
Yeah. So
I like
Ronda
Noob.
Rousey-
Noob's cool too.
Who did you say on that one?
Noob.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yep. That was just the whole thing of that was super cool.
But Ronda Rousey is Sonya Blade.
Yep.
Yeah,
I
I
thought
saw
that
that.
was
That's cool.
awesome.
Yeah, that is pretty cool. Lane was convinced that Cody was going to be Johnny Cage.
But they didn't even say anything
No.
about Johnny Cage.
But What was funny was after a couple days after you had said that, and after the reveal event happened, Cody tweeted and it was like, "All right, guys, next time hire me as the voice of Johnny Cage."
So what happened? Like Vonda was talking, and she said, "I just can't wait to see Johnny." But they haven't announced Johnny in the game yet, so I feel like I don't know if she was supposed to say that
yeah,
because I don't know.
I don't know either. Yeah, they only announced what 7 of the characters.
Yeah,
And it looks like there's gonna be like 25 of them.
Yeah, mid-20s
Before the DLC starts pouring in.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Yeah, I'm very excited for the game.
The
I love Mortal
looks
Kombat.
so good.
It's one of my. I mean, it's got to be in my top 3, top 5, maybe top 3. I don't know, somewhere in there of like my favorite franchises of all time. It's the only one that I can say I've bought every single title out of the franchise. I can't say that with any other game franchise there is, and since it's came out, that's pretty cool.
You bought I think like all of NetherRealm's fighting games too, because NetherRealm turned into also Injustice 1 and 2.
Right.
So, and you know, I can't remember if you bought Injustice 2 Day 1.
I did. I know I did.
Did you? Are
I'm
you sure?
100% sure I did. Yeah.
I'm not sure about that.
Okay,
I remember it came out and we were talking about it, and
I'm pretty sure I did too.
Yeah. See, there you go. Taggart even knows. So let's say we want to do our top 3 fighting games of all time.
Yeah.
I think it's not going to be a huge surprise what it is on most of our list, I guess. But let's still go ahead and do it.
Well, I don't have a lot of fighting games.
Oh, wait, hold on. Before we get into the top 3, we're forgetting one fighting game that you've spent a lot of time playing lately, and that's the new Smash game.
That is the new Smash game.
Switch.
And wow, that game was fun.
We almost forgot that one.
Yes.
So tell us about your Smash experience.
I didn't have a lot of Smash experience before this game, but I had played like the other ones before. And I didn't realize how slow this game is compared to the old ones. Like, I'll watch, like, old Melee tournaments, and I realize how literally it's the fastest game I've ever seen. And, like, you think these games are fast and you don't know what's happening. Right. But you should try to play Melee.
I did play Melee at one point.
Like,
I don't really remember it, but I know
it is crazy how that is. But it's super duper fun. Ultimate is definitely worth $60, even though we didn't pay for it.
How many characters are on that?
74. With 6 confirmed DLC to come out before February 2020.
But you can't get the DLC, can you?
Yeah, we can.
Not through Nintendo, I can't.
No, we can't.
But there's other ways.
Yes.
So yeah, I hate Smash. I'm terrible at it. I don't understand it. I don't know what buttons I'm supposed to press. I don't know.
I told you once.
Can't figure it out. I never have been. I've tried every game that's come out. I'm like, one of these days I'm going to get it and I'm going to really love this game. And that has still not happened for me yet. Are you any good at it, Taggart?
Yeah, I'm pretty decent at it.
Okay.
I mean, I haven't played the new one yet, but
you'll have to come out here soon, and we'll go through some games that we've got on the Switch since.
What Smash games have you played?
Played the original. I think I played Melee. How many were there? There's like 3 or 4, right?
Those 5. Right.
5.
I don't remember exactly. There was one for the 3DS or 2DS or whatever.
That was Super Smash Bros. But that's known as Smash 4.
I played one as a demo at Toys R Us, but on the Game Boy or DS.
Original Smash, Smash Melee, Smash Brawl, Smash 4, Ultimate.
I think I played the first 2.
Okay.
Who are you a fan of playing as on Smash? Everybody. Mine is Wario. Maybe that's why I'm so bad at the game.
No, it's not.
Because
Wario
I picked Wario.
Is so good in this game.
Okay. All right, well then.
Like, he is amazing.
I was trying to blame it on something other than my skills.
Yeah.
I tried to be Mega Man one day. That went terribly.
Mega Man's like the hardest character. So.
Yeah.
Who do you Link, like, of course. Mine.
Of course, yeah. That's a stupid question.
Do you like Toon Link or Young Link? No, Young Link wasn't in.
Toon Link wasn't a thing when I played it. Back in the day.
Yeah, Link was the only one then. Young Link is now just in this one, but I usually play King K. Rool, Cloud.
Who?
King K. Rool.
Who's King Cable?
Guy from
King K. Rool. He's from Donkey Kong.
Or Donkey Kong.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I primarily play Cloud. who is from Final Fantasy.
Ooh.
Cloud is very, very fun.
Cool. I stick with Wario.
Interesting.
Wario is my pick throughout Nintendo
Everything.
games.
You played Mario Tennis.
Mario Tennis, I pick Wario. Mario Kart, I pick Wario.
Yes.
Wario's my dude. It all
Yeah.
started because of the original
WarioWare.
Game Boy games, Wario Land 1 and 2. I thought were just like the most fun Game Boy games, like even more so than like
we
the
need
regular
a
Mario games.
WarioWare.
And WarioWare games are
We
fantastic.
need WarioWare.
Yeah, come on, Nintendo. Where's WarioWare?
I was
for the
just watching
Switch?
like history of Smash Bros. and like the guy was saying, the second they announced a Switch, they were like, this is the console for a new Smash game, and then they announced a completely new thing for it, and then now everybody's like, now we need WarioWare.
Yeah,
Like
where's
this
WarioWare?
it's such a great console for it. Like
For sure.
if you can make a Pokemon game like that on a handheld console, you can make a WarioWare game like that.
Yeah, get on it, Nintendo.
I'm okay with the remake. Like everybody would
no,
be okay.
I want a new game. Was
Well-
there one for the Wii U?
No, it was not.
That's ridiculous.
Wii was the last. But like that's kind of how Smash was. Like a lot of people were saying that they were okay with the port, because Smash 4 was a very good game. So they were like, we're okay with the port from Smash 4 to the new one, because we just want a new one on this console.
Gotcha.
So and then we got a completely new game, and it was freaking awesome. So
Yep. Good for
top
Nintendo.
3 now.
Top 3 fighting games of all time. No
So-
particular order, just your top
Yeah.
3.
Um,
Lane, you start us off.
My top 3 is probably MKX, Injustice 2, and Smash Bros. Ultimate.
All right, so I have to
Not
pick
in
a
that order.
specific Mortal Kombat game. Then I can't say like
Yeah, you can't
Mortal
say
Kombat as a series.
no. It's not that
Um,
works.
Okay. Mortal Kombat 1, 2, and 3. No, I'm just kidding. 3 sucked. God, I mean, it's impossible not to put Mortal Kombat X on there, just because it's so good.
Yeah, okay.
But I don't want all 3 of my games to be Mortal Kombat.
Then you played other games.
So I'm only going to pick one Mortal Kombat game, even though my top 3 realistically would probably all be Mortal Kombat games. But that's no fun. So I'm going to say Mortal Kombat 2, just because that's
not X. Why?
I just want to pick 2 instead of Mortal Kombat.
Nostalgia.
Just nostalgia. Yeah, I mean that game was insane. I had so much fun on that when I was a kid. And then I'll say that Eternal Champions game for Sega Genesis, because I really liked that game when I was a kid. And number 3, I don't know the name of it, but which is
What
stupid.
is it about?
So it's one of the Dragon Ball fighting games that
Dragon
I used
Ball
to
Xenoverse.
play.
Dragon Ball Fighter.
This was like on like the PS2 era. Me and my buddy Lee played it like crazy, and I had a lot of fun playing that game. So I'm gonna put that as my number 3.
I might look up the Dragon Ball games. I'm actually starting to watch Dragon Ball right now. Like, I've like started to watch it on Plex, and it's interesting.
It is, yeah. All right, Taggart, you're 3.
How many episodes did Goku get to before he powered up?
I don't know.
8?
Is that the answer?
No, I don't know.
Oh,
That's what I was asking him.
I'm like on episode 3 of the original Dragon Ball.
yeah, he has
so
like 1,000 episodes to go.
I have a lot of show to watch. I have a lot of binging to do.
Top 3, Taggart.
So if we had to do specifics, I'm gonna say in no particular order:
Yeah.
Super Street Fighter 2, Soul Calibur 2, and I'll say Mortal Kombat 2.
Nice.
All the
You
twos.
can't deny Mortal Kombat 2, man.
Have you played the new Soul Calibur?
I haven't played Soul Calibur in a while.
Same.
I'm kind of behind on video games.
What have you just been playing recently?
Spider-Man.
Yes.
That's
I'm
all
like
he's been playing.
77% done with that.
Thank you. Have you bought all the DLC?
Not yet.
I still need to buy the DLC. It's
do
annoying
too.
that I platinum trophied the game. I got all of everything you can do in the first DLC, and I haven't bought the other 2.
Taggart, we need to find a game for you and I to play online together. We were kind of talking about this last night.
Play Steep. Download Steep.
Have you played Steep?
Yes.
So I played Steep. Have you seen Steep, Taggart?
No.
It's the free game on PS4 right now, and it's
You
like
not like
snowboarding and squirrel shooting and
Yeah.
skiing or
Did
something.
you not like it?
So I'm into those games. Like I loved those kind of games back on like PS1, Cool Borders and shit like stuff like that.
Yeah.
So this one, you start off in a squirrel suit, and it took me like 5 minutes to figure out how to jump off the platform.
It tells you just press X.
No, it tells you to press up on the L stick, which I did 5,000 times, and my dude fell down on the ground instead of jumping. So I almost gave up on the game before I even figured out how to jump off the platform. But then I figured out how to jump off the platform. And about 10 feet down, I ran into the mountain, and it said knockout, and I was dead. My guy is dead. But he continued to slide down the mountain for the next 8 minutes. I just let it keep going and going and going to see how long this dead body was going to slide down the mountain.
I'll show you how to play it.
Oh my god, it was hilarious.
It kind of reminds me of Tony Hawk when you're like run into something when you lose the skateboard and you.
Yes. Yes. It was done very similar to a Tony Hawk fall, but it just kept on going.
Yeah, all right, I have to download it then.
It was stupid. I don't know if it's worth downloading, but
it is. I played the open beta. I played closed beta.
I think I downloaded the other one. What was it called?
I don't know what the other one is.
I don't know. I was excited about Steep because I liked those old snowboarding games. There's been a lot of good snowboarding games, but this one, it didn't work out very well for me.
Started with a P, I believe.
Oh, the P game.
Yeah, that one.
Oh, that's my favorite.
What's it called?
I don't know. All right. So anything else anybody wants to add to the fighting games discussion? I wish you guys would have had more experience with these games back in the arcade days because that was so much fun.
I'm a 13-year-old.
Yeah, I know. But you got to play some of because we got a couple like retro arcades around here.
Yeah, I
16-bit has Ultimate, or at least the last time I was there, they had Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3 at 16.
Yeah, and then all of the like 5-year-olds are playing that with their parents. That's always what's happening.
Yeah,
it's always like, oh look, this is what I played as a kid, and then they play and they have no idea what they're doing, and they waste.
The other free game is called Portal Knights.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I haven't tried it yet, but I'm.
Gotcha. Well, download Steep. Check that out. See if you can kill your guy and watch him roll down the mountain.
Oh, I'm sure I can.
Have you played the Resident Evil 2 demo?
I played like Resident Evil on like PS1 back in the day.
That's what this is. This is a remake of Resident Evil 2, and it looks like it's pretty awesome. There's a 30-minute demo for it right now.
30-minute one shot.
So. Yeah, on
at first, I thought it meant that you only have one bullet. No. And I was very, very confused. I was like, that is not going to be able to do this.
I'm looking forward to that one a lot. I'm not quite looking forward to it like Enz is on Iconoclash. It's like his favorite game of all time, so he's like super excited about the re-release for it, which is cool.
Is that the one where they're in the manor and it's the dogs? Is that the same? Is that game?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is.
Okay.
Somebody will probably yell at me if I'm wrong about that, but I'm pretty sure it is. I played that game when it came out, and it was one of the scariest experiences.
I want to experience that. I want to experience the dogs coming out the window or whatever. I want to watch that.
That one comes out here soon.
That one comes out on the 25th, and it is the 20th.
Oh, okay. Well, I probably won't be buying it this week, but here soon I'll be getting that game.
Kingdom Hearts comes out.
All right, look, we're talking about fighting games. Now we're talking about release radar of video games.
Okay, yeah, that's it for this episode.
Cool. All right, so Taggart, make sure you get Mortal Kombat 11 when it comes out. Because we're all going to get it on day
23rd.
April 23rd. I know Scott's going to get it on day one, so you got to get it day one. Smoothie, hopefully he'll get it day one.
But don't make it seem like you're going to be playing with all your friends.
We are. We're all going to get online, and we're all going to play.
Me and Tyler are also going to be playing that game. You're not.
Or we'll do it for about a week, and then we'll just say heck with it.
No, Tiger. Shut up.
That's how it usually goes.
Shut up.
On the 30th, there's a pro league event of Mortal Kombat 11, and they're going to announce some more stuff. So I have that channel followed on Twitch.
I need to get the pre-order done also, because the pre-order, not only does it get Shao Kahn, which I want Shao Kahn.
Oh yeah, I forgot about him.
It gives you beta access, and I totally want to play.
Yeah, I think that's in March. What that is.
You said April 23rd it comes out?
Yeah.
It's a Tuesday. Okay.
Yeah, okay, so that makes sense.
Yes, sir. Save your money,
yes,
save your $60, and I'd love for us all to have that on day one.
Think about
Mortal Kombat. We'll make like a cool Howdy Inc. live stream out of all of us playing Mortal Kombat on day one.
Think about Mortal Kombat and VR.
I'm off Tuesday night. Oh, you'll have to work Tuesday night though, won't you?
Get off work.
Call off work. Tell them it's Mortal
Yes.
Kombat Day.
Yes.
I think I've called off because it's been Mortal Kombat
You've
Day
called off
before.
for multiple games. You called off for Shimu, I'm pretty sure.
No, I did not.
For the
call
remake,
off because of Shinmu, and I should have. I had to work a double the day of Shinmu.
Oh no.
Yeah, that was terrible.
Dude, I'm willing to look for any reason to take off work. So
Mortal Kombat Day, April 23rd.
And tell them that it's Mortal. Don't call in sick. Say it's
Call
Mortal
in-
Kombat Day.
Call in Mortal Kombat Day.
no, we have a kiosk that we do on the computer where we have to put the day in that we want off. So when it says comments, I'll say Mortal Kombat Day,
Mortal Kombat Day. Cool.
and then we'll be good to go.
And then maybe write fatality, just so they know you're serious.
Yeah, there you go.
Put like friendship.
All right, cool.
Friendship.
I like this. This is fun.
Yeah.
I like the little threesome we got going here. We've
Yeah.
expanded our show a little bit. I like doing the themes like this. This was fun. Yeah,
Mhm.
Yes.
cool. So I don't know. We got any ideas for what we want to talk about next week? A hush falls over the crowd.
Yeah.
I'm sure you'll figure out something.
How about something movie related?
Yeah.
How about
Favorite movie of all time, The Room.
you hear that? Smitty? You hear that, Smitty? That was awesome. Nice job. Let's go. I don't know. Do you want to just talk comedy movies
Oh my
or
God.
talk about like 90s movies? Talk about.
That is specific.
I'm trying. Yeah, I want it to be a little
90s
bit
movies is specific for me. How about TV shows?
Comic book
Sure.
movies.
Comic book movies. I like TV shows. TV
Yeah,
shows
I
is
think
good.
TV shows is a good one. Like
Okay.
I'm about Dragon Ball.
Right. You've watched 3 episodes of Dragon Ball, and now you want to talk about it for 45
Yeah,
minutes.
oh my god. I just want to talk about Dragon Ball.
So yeah,
Man's
we
a
could
fanboy.
talk Simpsons, Family Guy.
Yeah,
There's
see,
tons.
he's anime.
Yeah.
Yeah. I could talk about Pokemon. Pokemon is anime.
All right, tune in next week for Howdy Radio, the Next Generation, episode 38, the TV episode.
Oh, you're 38 already? Holy cow.
Yeah, I know, dude. That's cool.
Already.
Congrats,
We've
Thanks. Yeah, I'm pretty
been
happy
doing
about
this for 2.5 years and we're on episode 38.
it. That's for Howdy Inc., and that it might be the longest running. I think it is the longest running show we've ever done.
Yeah.
So that
Awesome.
is pretty fantastic. All right, Taggart, thanks for joining us again, man.
Thanks for having me.
We'll get you on here next week, and we'll talk about TV shows.
Sounds good.
All right, I hit stop. Export as wave and throw that up in the drive if you could.
We're just going to be randomly doing stuff. It's going to be like, what's up, guys? I'm so scared.
Oh, I know that came through the headphones. I didn't know what was going on.
I was just hearing Tiger's voice and then went, what's up, guys?
Yeah.
What's
Tiger was
so
doing this, like-
question?
Yeah.
I'm assuming the 32-bit float would be a better quality
I
than
think 30.
16.
Yeah, I think 32 is what I did.
Okay. Desktop. Shoot, yeah, I'll replace it.
Tiger,
'cause-
do you think that Dad sounds better than me? Like when you're listening to us?
No, it's the other way around.
Yeah, totally.
Okay.
He sounds muffled, and you sound like clear.
Yeah, I don't understand what the problem is.
So you guys couldn't. What was the deal with the other mic? You just couldn't get it working, or?
Okay, so here it is as quickly and less nerdy as possible. So it's a little weird to
Give me the
run.
nerdy.
Okay, so it's a little weird to run 2 USB mics into the computer at one time. Because like if you pick your microphone in Audacity or on Hangouts or whatever, like you can't pick 2 microphones.
Oh,
So I downloaded this software last week that it's essentially like it's called virtual audio cable is what it's called, and that's exactly what it is.
I have that.
Okay. So do you have the full version of it?
I believe so.
Obviously you do, because yours doesn't say trial. That's why mine was saying that. So I need the full version of that software. So that allows us to take 2 USB microphones and make them as one input virtually. And then you select that line 1 input instead of your microphone input in Audacity. But then I went to use it today and it started saying trial. And I was like,
I was
oh,
wondering what that was about. I'm like, huh?
that's what that was. So I had to switch it back to just my new microphone. So instead of us we would have sounded way better if we were using 2 microphones today. But I don't know. I'm not 100% sure that I'm sold on the new microphone I bought. I might try it out a couple more times, and I might look into possibly returning it and buying something.
I would maybe a recommendation that I would try is hold it up to your mouth as close as you possibly can.
Okay. So if I'm like right here talking to you right now, does that sound better than it did just a minute ago?
Yeah.
Okay. So once me and Lane split up and he has his own mic over there and I'm on this mic, then I'll be able to talk closer like that and it'll probably sound way better then, right?
I think so, yeah.
All right. So once we get that ironed out, then, because you're right, I definitely sit further away from my mic than like Smoothie and Kyle. They're always right up on their mics. Yeah. So, okay.
When I DJ, I have it like this when I'm talking. Like,
okay.
So I don't, it sounds good to me because it's got a little delay.
Yeah.
There's like a 10-second delay. So I'll talk and then like 10 seconds later, you'll hear me talk through the broadcaster.
Okay. Well, then closer to the microphone, that's a very good call because I am definitely further away than I guess I should be.
Because I listened to, I think it was the Unknown podcast last week.
Right.
And you moved it like, you think you had it closer for just a minute. And I was like, holy cow, that sounds a lot better.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right, cool. Good to know. It sucks that a couple episodes are just going to kind of sound bad because we got to get it all figured out. But whatever. Once we get it figured out, it'll sound good.
Trial and error.
And then here soon, I'm going to get a new PC altogether, and then that's going to throw a curveball into all of it again anyway. But
if I can figure out a way to send you this program, I will.
Zip it up and throw it in the drive.
Okay.
What is that?
Actually, I think I have a full version. I found a MediaFire link and I downloaded it, but it wouldn't install. But I think if I restart my computer after I deleted the trial version, I think I'll be all right. But my computer was getting on my nerves, and I was trying to just... I ended up just saying, screw it, we'll try next week. All right, man. I'm going to...
That's yours. Hold on. I don't remember how I got to it last time.
The drive.
Shared with me. Okay, there we go.
Yeah. All right, so go ahead and throw yours in there. I'll get them all edited up tonight. Me and Lane's going to finish up the episode here, and then we'll be good.
All righty.
All right.
All right, man.
All right, see you later.
Yep.
Bye.
Bye.
All right. All right, let's get these last little segments finished up here. What is this?
Sea of Thieves.
Okay. All right, let's finish this up.
Oh, that's funny.
I want to check this file too, but hopefully it doesn't start playing in a half hour.
But the funny thing was there. Why are there like 4 T's?
That's just how I spelled it because there was already a regular Taggart, so I needed to know that this was the new one. It's just a way.
Is that why that says West?
Yeah, it's just a way for me to remember what the new ones are. I have it.
Put freaking 37 T's to know this is Taggart's 37th episode.
All right, let's do the outro here. You ready?
What are we gonna do?
I don't know. All right, man. That's it for fighting games. That was fun. We went on for a long time about fighting games.
Very, very fun.
Mostly
Mortal
Kombat.
Yes, yes.
I think we kind of knew going into it that we were going to be
Kombat.
talking about the Mortal Kombat. I love the Mortal Kombat.
Yes,
I love
very, very fun.
I love it a lot. Can't wait for the new game to come out.
And Boone is a legend.
Yeah, totally, without a doubt. So I am thinking, like let's organize a big day one Mortal Kombat 11 Howdy Inc. mega live stream.
Yes.
Like let's make that happen.
Yes. That's super duper fun.
Everybody get the game on day one. We'll stream on PS4. I don't know how that works. Like, can I get so let's say
you can get people in your party and stream. And
then but then it's only a 2-player game technically. Well, there might be a 2-on-2 mode also.
Maybe, yeah.
But can me, Scott, Kyle, and Taggart, can we all get on and then take turns of who we fight? I want to fight Scott, and then Scott stays in, and then he fights.
You could just be in a party and just be do a mini tournament between yourselves and be So they say in the party just like maybe doing their own fight, and like you and Taggart go against each other, and then like if you win, then you invite Smoothie to your game, something like that, and then you guys go against. If Smoothie wins, then you invite Kyle to your game, and you do that kind of thing.
All right, we'll have to figure that out because I think
Yeah.
that would be something different, something
Yeah.
new for Howdy Inc. to do.
Yeah. And streaming on that
Just
console is
streaming
so
on-
easy.
Yeah, and just kind of maybe the whole like streaming video game, playing them together and streaming them idea is something I've like had an idea for like the last little while. I just don't know what games to do. I don't know what games would be like. We tried it very briefly with Fortnite. Like we did it twice. There's two entries on howdyinc.com called Howdy Inc. Plays Fortnite. We tried that twice, and we just didn't stick with that, of course. So
Yeah.
I'd love to do this Mortal Kombat one. Though.
Yes.
I think that's
That'd be
a
super
fun
duper fun.
idea. Cool. All right, so next week, join us for episode 38, which we have decided is going to be the TV episode.
shows.
I'll make sure I try to keep my Simpsons talk to a somewhat minimum,
Yes.
but I'm not going to do
It's
an
not, no.
episode of TV without talking about the Simpsons.
It'll be Simpsons references left and right.
Mhm.
Like we won't be talking about Simpsons, and it'll just be like,
One day we'll just have to do a Simpsons episode.
Yeah.
We kind of did that on Unknown Pod,
yeah.
so I would love to do that on here as well.
Yep.
And then top 3 favorite TV shows. We'll do
Yeah.
that. That'll be fun.
Yep.
Cool. So check everything out that we do on the internet is what you should do. Howdyinc.com is the way to go for that right now. You can download Howdy Radio, The Next Generation. You can download the Unknown Podcast. You can check out the Howdy 13, which is a cool playlist that I'm doing weekly on Spotify right now. So make sure you subscribe to that on Spotify, and you can find that on howdyinc.com.
And if you're on YouTube, make sure you hit that subscribe button, turn on that, and click that bell so you can get post notifications and every time that we are live and when we upload a video.
Absolutely. I'm Captain Howdy 1027 on Instagram and Twitter.
And I am Lane Wiley on Instagram.
So make sure you follow us. I don't think Lane ever posted anything on Instagram.
No, I really
He posted
don't.
something to a story the other day about the new Logic single.
Yes.
And I think that was the first time I've really seen you post
That's like
your
the
story.
only thing that I've ever
Other than like
posted.
maybe when we went to All In or something. I think
Maybe.
we did
No,
like, some
I did
social media
any-
then.
When we were
Was that
inside
Snapchat?
that building, I did things on Snapchat because I didn't really
Just
have
the,
any
the trip in general.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I posted everything that I posted on Snapchat I have saved. But I'm pretty sure that Keanu Reeves single was the very first thing that I did
Gotcha.
on Instagram.
I've been trying to
So-
use my Instagram more and post like some more cool stuff. Because I'm trying to post like the Howdy 13 stuff on there every
Yeah.
week, and I'm trying to post like, when this episode comes out, I'll post about it on there and
Yeah.
stuff. And I don't want all of my posts just to be promoting podcast and
Yeah.
playlists.
You want it to be what you're doing, like how
Yeah.
you used to do when
So
you
I gotta have
do
more
the
stuff
cool
on there.
pictures.
Yeah,
Of, like,
I got that new
content.
Michael Myers figure. I got a cool
Yeah.
picture of that. I got new Misfits. I'm just reading off my Instagram.
Yeah.
I got a cool Misfits car air freshener. My car
Yeah.
smells like Misfits now, which is great.
Yes.
Which actually is cherry. Misfits smells like cherry, in case anybody
So weird.
was ever curious about that. So cool. Check it out next week.
Yes.
Check out my buddy Kyle. Him and his buddy Enz. They do an awesome
Iconoclast.
podcast called Iconoclash. Follow them. Follow them on Facebook so that you can join their live stream every, I think, Tuesday afternoon is when they do that. And they do a great show over there. So check them out.
Yes, very much.
Howdyinc.com for everything else.
Everything.
We'll see you next week.
Bye. Intro. What are we doing for intro?
Mhm.
What are we doing for intro?
Uh, 3:30.
Is it 37?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they showed up at Defy Wrestling last night.
But just the Bucks, not like the whole group of them. That's really interesting. Like that's
Yeah.
there's never, ever, 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 ever been a time in wrestling where a new company has been announced
And then they go somewhere
and then
else.
they start showing up unannounced in other feds.
Yeah, that's
which
a good thing.
shows-
It's unannounced.
right,
That's a big
which
thing.
shows that they're going to have working relationships with these other companies.
Yeah.
So even if Defy has some guy under contract, they're going to let him wrestle for AEW. That's
Yeah.
how it's going to end up working out, which is perfect. All right. I want to actually just do something real quick
What?
for my Instagram. All right, here, get up here to the microphone. We're just gonna like pretend to record the beginning of the episode.
Okay.
Just so I can
Okay.
have something cool on my story instead of just a picture of us using the microphone.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Howdy Radio, the next generation. Okay, hold on. Do it on video and I fuck it up. I never fuck it up on Audacity. What's up, everybody? Welcome to Howdy Radio, the next generation, episode 37. I'm Brandon,
I'm Lane.
and we're on Instagram.
Yes, we are.
Radio, the next generation, episode 37. I'm Brandon.
I'm Lane.
And we're on Instagram. Yes, we are. What's up, everybody? Welcome to Howdy Radio. All right. Why do we still need the intro?
Yeah.
You want to say something about like the new transition or something? We kind of did that last week, though.
Yeah. How about you? How about you do the intro? You have. I don't think you've ever done the intro. When new, you should try the intro.
Okay. What do I say?
I don't know. See, this is the challenge about it. I think it's your time to try some of it.
Lane told me I have to do the intro because I don't think I've ever done it before in my life, and I have no idea what to say.
Welcome to intros. You have no idea ever what to say, and usually time you just go with it.
All right, so now I'm talking really close to the microphone, which is what Taggart told me to do, and see if that sounds any different.
What? I thought you were recording that. I thought you already did the intro.
Is that what I'm doing?
Yeah.
Lane told me I had to do the intro this week because I've never done it before, and we changed everything else, but I have no idea what to say.
We're gonna go sledding now.
I don't want to be in the cold. I don't want to walk up the hill. I don't want to. Just don't want to. I personally just don't want to. All right, YouTube. See you next week.
Bye, YouTube. Subscribe, please.